Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of StyleRPA. I'm your host Amanda Alvina, and with me are my co-hosts. Say hi guys.
Hi. Hi, I'm Nicole.
Hi, and I'm Maria.
And I'm Philip Abadisho. We are real,
Personal,
And all that style.
So what's on StyleRPA.com this week?
Oh, we've got a lot stored this week, starting from my article, which I wrote, Replay Jeans Launch. So it was a fashion and event article, and we were actually there at the event.
We were, yeah.
Yes,
that was so much fun.
And the who's who of Manila was there, and great
Tell us about
collection.
was it a fashion show or it was a rock
It's actually,
karaoke?
it's not a conventional sort of way to show their new collection. So the models actually surprised the crowd by being, making like a grand entrance and just mingling with, they started mingling with the crowd. And
But I remember the best was Rahul Laurel was singing a Duran Duran
That's
song
true.
and Divine
And
Lee
who
and
knew
Victor
he could
Basso were
sing,
like
right?
screaming and singing there on stage. But that was fun. What about you, Amanda? What did you write for us?
Of course, for food, I wrote about Society Lounge, which is in Makati Avenue, and a lot of people know Society Lounge for, you know, being a bar, a drinking place, or a dining place for dinner. But they recently just added a business lunch menu. So it's international food cooked by Chef Patrice, who is a French chef. So it's basically international food, pasta, starters, everything cooked in the French way. So you guys should check it out if you're, if you work in Makati and want a good lunch. So Society Lunch is a
Sounds
good place.
delicious.
Yes.
And what about you, Nicole? I know you wrote about Ruben Nepales, right?
I did. Ruben Nepales, he actually just had a book launch. His book is called My Filipino Connection. He's actually a Hollywood reporter, so he's been with all of these A-list stars. And he wrote a book about how each of them are actually connected to the Philippines in some way. So he was talking about how, Haley Steinfeld's mom is Filipina.
Oh.
Or he was talking about how Forrest Whitaker actually was in Balig in the Philippines, which is a
Wow,
place.
really?
So all of these other things, and his goal was really to have people take pride in the Philippines. So there.
What I remember the most about your article was his where his photos with Madonna and
Wow.
and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
Right?
he's actually been able to interview all of these stars and to mingle with them and to rub elbows with them, because his wife is also a Hollywood reporter, so they're both just around Hollywood all the time.
And you also wrote about Jenny Epperson.
Yes, I did. So if you guys don't know Jenny Epperson, she's a stylist, she's a blogger, she's a writer.
She's a mom.
She's a mom. So basically, I said she's like Superwoman. She does everything.
That's the
Basically,
title of
she
the
is.
article.
Exactly.
And of course, our executive producer and head of our event section wrote about Mega's 20 most stylish
Yes.
women.
And I was actually also able to grace the event, and
Oh,
it
that's
was
nice.
it was a pretty good event. It was held in EDSA Shang. So
I know part of the 20 were like Tweety, De Leon,
yes.
Gonzalez.
She was actually there. So she was the cover girl for April, I think. So they were all very beautiful, and they were dressed in wonderful, wonderful clothes. And
speaking of wonderful, wonderful clothes, now look at this. Look at Amanda. Please stand up and show us your beautiful Zara
Oh my
dress.
gosh. Yes,
It's
I
a
love
dress
this
that's
dress. It's very summer. I love it.
Swirly, swirly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
spaghetti.
you to Zara
Yeah,
Greenbelt.
Thanks to Zara for all
Our
of our,
outfits.
my jacket, all of our
All right.
outfits.
So let's moving on to lifestyle news this week.
What's been on the radar? Megan Fox is pregnant.
Yes, she is.
I can't imagine, because she's always been known to be like a really, really hot actress, and now she's gonna have a baby with her husband, Brian Austin Green. They've been married. They married in 2010.
2010.
Oh, you know, it sounds like 2010. No, 90210.
902.
Brian Austin. Green.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the rumor started circulating last month, and they actually just confirmed. So Megan Fox should be a good mom because Brian Austin Green has a 10-year-old kid. So
And apparently they're really close, right?
yeah, so she's probably had some practice with him.
Yeah.
So she shouldn't have any trouble
But I
raising her.
think
anyway.
hearts of men around the world are breaking. I
Right
wonder,
now,
do you think she's
yes.
going to be able to keep her figure?
I think she will be able to keep
She's
her
Megan
figure.
Fox.
She is.
There are a lot of hot moms out there. I mean, there's Miranda Kerr.
She's
and,
one of the hottest moms.
Yeah, and
I
Heidi
would have to
Klum. I'm
say.
sure she's gonna be one of them.
And what trended on Twitter last week or just earlier, just a few days ago, was the Disneyland that they're talking about that might happen in Clark.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've actually heard about it.
So what's happening is there is the first district representative. He actually wrote to the CEO of Disneyland saying that hey, maybe you can consider Clark as the next possible location for your next Disneyland park. So the Clark Freeport airs the Clark Freeport is a really big place and it's got really great potential. And of course the international airport is going to be up there soon, so it's going to be really convenient for all the tourists.
It's really exciting. I actually hope that pushes through. What do you think?
I would love a Disneyland here in
Who wouldn't love
But
the
I
happiest
would
place
love
on earth.
the weather also to be like the Disneyland in LA. or the
Maybe.
Disneyland
Maybe a
in
little
it's
less
the women
humid than
Exactly.
here.
Might be a little too hot, but I get what you mean.
All right, so Grayson Chance held his concert last April 22, Sunday. So apparently this was his second concert in Manila. So apparently he loved the Filipino fans.
Do you guys know how old this child is? He's a child. He's so young.
Oh, what is it?
How old
14,
is
13?
I don't know, but definitely in his teens. I don't even think he's 18 yet.
Well, he's had a really good break. He was discovered by Ellen DeGeneres. And he did a cover of Paparazzi. He played it on the piano. He's really good. He's a really talented kid. And apparently he loves his Filipino fans. He
Good for him.
He called us crazy and beautiful, which I do believe kind of
Is a good
capture
thing?
us. And it's a good thing, I think.
What
Okay.
else?
I heard about Lourdes. I used to work with Lourdes de Vera. He was one of the editors for RPA with a magazine called Fly. And I recently read also in the news that he was one of the speakers, like the guest speaker for the commencement of the UP College of Mass Communication. And congratulations, Lourdes. I mean, you've really gone a long way, and I'm
And
proud
this
to
was
know
also
you.
just last April 22nd. So he talked about how he got into his successful career and from being involved in writing workshops, doing videos on YouTube, and eventually becoming a weatherman with political commentaries.
And also, he's the lead singer of a band called
Radioactive.
Wow.
Yes, that's
So
right.
he's definitely all around.
And he's actually not the first comedian that's done a college commencement speech. So Conan O'Brien has done the same thing.
Yes.
And so apparently comedians give really good advice for life, so or career advice. So I guess there's probably something that we'll be seeing more of as the years go by.
All right. So it's also William and Kate's
Oh,
first
yes.
year anniversary. I personally love this couple. Last year I
can't-
really stayed.
I really can't believe that it's already been a year since
Exactly.
they've been married.
Well, it's been a year, April 26 or 27.
29,
But, I wanted to
actually.
say, stick on, guys, and watch the rest of the show.
Mm-hmm.
We have Midi Hentica, who's going to talk about Earth Day Jam that's happening later on tonight. And we're going to have Julia and Mariana. They do a charity called Caridade. And of course, we have Chef Martin Caspar, who owns and runs L'Entrecôte.
Yes.
So thanks again.
All
and
right.
I'm sure we're gonna have a
Thanks,
great
Philip.
show.
Thank you, Philip. So again,
I'll
we're going
see
to
you.
say goodbye to Philip. And thank you so much for being with us every week. So our next guest is part of Earth Day Jam.
So these days, there are a lot of creative things that are happening in order to contribute to the preservation of the environment. I mean, it's becoming a more urgent issue for everyone. And a lot of organizations are actually creating efforts in order to kind of contribute and, push for this advocacy. So today we have with us Earth Day Jam, which is a musical tribute, a street party
Happening
in
in
tribute
Fort,
to Mother
right?
Earth. It's happening in the fort. It's happening right now, actually. So can we call? And today we have with us Midi from Earth Day Jam.
Hi, say hi to everyone.
Hello, Mid.
Midi.
So yeah, actually the event is actually happening right now. Earth Day
Yes.
Jam. It's our 12th year. Sorry, I'm rushing. I'm telling everybody.
All
what
right,
the
but thank
event
you
is
for
all
being
about.
with us.
Yeah, of course, definitely. I want to let the people know that it's actually our 12th year.
Right.
We've been doing it every year for free. Actually, it's a free event. The producer and the director happen to be my parents, so I am forced to take part in this very great event. It's really good because it's for a good cause.
That's true.
If you're not aware of the event, Earth Day Jam, it commemorates Earth Day. It's like the day of the Earth where we live in, and as you can see, the weather is really hot. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because that's the effect of global warming. The cool thing about the event is that we use music as an avenue to showcase what's happening to the Earth. Because if you take a look at it, one of the greatest things that can bind people together from all walks of life, whether you don't have a job or you're from the elite class of the Philippines, it's music.
I
we
would
all
have
we
to
all
agree.
get we all get to we all get to be one with music, and that's what my mom was able to incorporate in Earth Day Jam. This started, I think, 12 years ago. I'm familiar with how it started because she always tells me.
Yeah, so can you tell us how it started?
Yeah.
And how did you get involved?
How did I get involved? She was like, Midi, if you don't help us, we won't give you allowance. Nah.
It's a very good way to get involved.
Yes.
But yeah, it started, yun nga, kasi my mom, with her strange infatuation for Leonardo DiCaprio, who happened to be a very big environmentalist.
Yes.
12 years ago, that was like Titanic days pa.
Oh,
She
wow.
actually saw him.
Is this your mom?
Yeah, that was her. But yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio was actually saying stuff about the Earth, like save this, save that. We have to join arms in preserving the environment. And she was like, hey, why don't I help out and do something like this? So she was like, she went to the to different artists kasi bago pa nun wala pa masyadong earthy nun, hindi pa siya uso. Unlike now wherein there's so many stuff going on, like eco this,
Yeah,
eco
there's
that.
runs.
Exactly, eco runs.
People
eco
are more aware
Oh,
nowadays.
yeah. And recycle. Dati wala pa masyado yan So she was like a pioneer in that field. So she gathered a couple of artists. We did it in Hard Rock Cafe. Konti lang. Sila ni Najaya, Martin Rivera, a small crowd. And it was really successful. So she made a pledge to herself and to me and my dad. She was like, I'm going to do this every year. I'm like, okay. So, so like the next year after that, it was Earth Day and then Earth Day Jam. It wasn't really Earth Day Jam pe. It was Earth something.
So I'm wondering how old were you when this started? I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
this started
young.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
23
How old were you?
11.
11.
You were 11.
Exactly, 11. So wala pa ako masyadong ginagawa nun. I'm just, in the sides, watching, go mom. But yeah, a few years later, we expanded. We tried doing it in Tomas Morato, which we've actually been doing for a long time. We did it, ilang years din yun, 6-7 years. And then we tried doing it last year sa Mall of Asia. Successful. We were able to gather around 6,000 to 7,000 to 8,000 people,
Wow.
all rocking for Mother Earth. And now we're doing it at the Bonifacio Global City in Taguig. We actually closed down the 9th Avenue in front of Nike Park, so it's actually ongoing right now. Kaninang 6:30, nagtugtugan na yung mga El Martinos drum beaters around the area.
Wow.
And then they'll all join forces in the 9th Avenue wherein the big concert's gonna happen. So I think it's great because sobrang dami ng people there right now, which I'm also gonna go there after this.
Yes, it sounds like a fun event. So
Maybe we should all head over there after this.
Everyone should just finish watching the show, and maybe we should all just head to the fort and check
Exactly.
this out. All party.
So, Midi, you guys have been compared to, you've been really successful and you've been compared to other similar concerts like Woodstock and Live Aid. So how do you react to that?
Well, me, for once, I'm very proud of my parents because they were able to do this instead of concentrating on like bringing in foreign artists. Because that's like, it's a fad right now. Lots of foreign artists coming in. instead of concentrating on things like that, which they can naman, they'd rather do environmental concerts like this with a cause. And while supporting local artists, while being free to the public. So it makes me proud of myself to be part of this endeavor and to also be compared to such foreign acts such as what you said earlier.
Of course, Woodstock, that's kind of hard to live up to, isn't it?
Yeah. And we're also curious, how do you choose the artists that are featured in each year's event? So like, is there a certain process where...
We choose them based on how much they charge. Just kidding. We actually want to, it's a diverse group. We have different artists kasi like from the jazz, from the Brazilian, we have Nico Maca. From the pop rock alternative, my mom with Bonnevie. We also have Juris. We have from the like comic acts, we have Radioactive Sago Project, as you guys earlier said, see Mr. Lord, and we have Tanya Markova, among other things like we have from the 80s, 70s music, Bloomfields will be playing. So we practically want to make it as diverse as possible so that we can cater to a different,
to
a broad range of
So it's
audience.
Basically something for everyone.
Exactly.
Right? So Earth Day Jam is now on its 12th year. It's been very successful in that regard. So how has it been effective as an advocacy? Like, how can you say it helps, you know?
The environment.
Yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't really help the environment per se. Na, like, if you go to this concert, we will save this amount of energy. It's actually more of the message that we're trying to bring out. For example, if there are like as I said earlier, 6,000 to 8,000 people who would attend the event, they would more or less see, kasi dun sa concert, it's not just a concert like rak-rakan lang, tugtugan, No, we actually have environmental booths there. The NR, we have, right now we have electric vehicles that around Fort Bonifacio to bring the audience to the venue. So we also have green earth tips, environmental tips, we have inventors and other people. So habang nag-e-enjoy ka sa tugtugan, may natutunan ka rin.
Right. So it's basically you guys raise awareness on different organizations, environmental organizations.
To all join in Earth Day Jam. So, as I said earlier, music as a universal language, it's what we use to tell the people what they have to do and to give awareness. Not necessarily in a scale na, okay, you will, right now, you will save the Earth. No, it just gets imparted in their minds that the Earth is not immortal. It's not, if we don't do anything, if we don't start doing something right now, we could all perish. Hopefully not.
So do you have any tips, like green eco tips that
for our viewers?
Yeah. Save water, drink beer.
Wow, that is a very good tip.
Okay, so we were curious, what's the best feedback you've heard about Earth Day Jam in the 12 years that it's been happening?
The best feedback that I've learned, well, my mom actually won an award.
Wow.
Environmental Saturnary Award, something like that. It's kind of long, but I'm proud that she won that award for staging this Earth Day event. And Earth Day Jam has also been recognized worldwide through the Earth Day Network. So everybody in the world knows that Earth Day Jam exists. And to me, that's a big feat. So we're doing it 6,000-7,000 people at a time. I think that's enough. We all have to try our best to do our part in trying to save the environment.
So is there something special about Earth Day Jam this year? Really quick, we just, what's different about Earth Day Jam 2012?
Well, every year we always have different artists. There are some that that stay, some that we get that are new. So basically, the new thing right now is it's at BGC, Bonifacio Global City. We've never tried it there. It's a big event. We're gonna close it down. So I suggest you guys
drop by
right after this spectacular
exactly.
show.
Invite
everyone.
to.
So once again, I want to invite everyone to Earth Day Jam 2012 at BGC. It started kanina 6:30 p.m. but it's gonna rock on until around 1 a.m. So plenty of time to head over there.
Alright, so thank you for joining us
Libby.
No problem. Thank you guys for inviting
me. So here on
me.
StyleRPA, the only place for real,
personal,
and all that style.
guys, welcome back to StyleRPA, the only place for real, personal, and all that style. Okay, so before we introduce our next guests, we have to greet a few people happy birthday. So birthday this week for April 27th.
We have Elmo Magalona.
Yes, the son of
Francis Magalona.
Yes, master rapper Francis Magalona. So also Jackie Rice. And April 28th, Jessica Alba, Penelope Cruz.
Jay Leno.
Yes. And of course, our very own Vic Soto.
All right. So happy birthday, and to everyone celebrating their weekend, their birthdays this weekend and this week. Happy birthday to you guys.
Yes.
So Ria, introduce our next.
All right. So beauty on the inside and out is rare, but we have here two shining examples in the person of Julia and Mariana of Caridade. So here we go.
Welcome to
Hi.
StyleRPA, guys. We have very beautiful women.
Yes, that's true. So can you tell us about yourselves? So what do you guys do?
Well, we're foreign models, and we came to the Philippines for a short contract of 3 months. And I guess we ended up falling in love with the country and decided to stay longer.
I'm sure the country fell in love with you guys.
I'm sure, especially all the men.
Yes, that's true. So Mariana, you're Brazilian. Okay.
Yes.
So we heard you're the winner of Brazil's Next Top Model.
Yeah, I was in Brazil's Next Top Model on 2010.
Okay.
And I wasn't the winner, I was the third place.
Oh,
But that's pretty good.
of course. So who hosts Brazil's Next Top Model?
It's Fernanda Mota, is a Brazilian top model. She was in Victoria's Secrets. And it was a great experience, and it made me grow a lot like a model and also like a person.
And so Julia is Japanese American.
Also very.
So where's Snigowski coming from?
It's Polish American,
Oh.
but from 400 years back, so I don't have any Polish roots.
So like the same brought you to the Philippines modeling.
Yes, exactly. I've been traveling throughout Asia, going from market to market, and I ended up in the Philippines and really, really loving it here.
So what made you want to just stay here?
Well, I think for me at least, because I am American and I am Japanese, I really like the mix of East and West here. It's very Americanized, all
Exactly.
the familiar restaurants, everyone speaks English. Most Filipinos have some kind of tie to the U.S. So for me, it's still like Asian enough, but like home. So.
Yes, I'm sure, because culture here is very Western as well.
So tell us about Caridade. So why did you guys decide to start it? So
And who else is involved?
Well, it started last year when we decided to organize a charity fashion show for the Red Cross, which ended up being pretty successful. We raised over ₱1 million. And we decided, you know, why should we stop here with one event, especially if we want to extend our stays here, why don't we continue doing it? And people are like, you know, this is something so unique. It's such a great way for models who are interested in volunteering to have an easily accessible means in which to do so.
So are you both here like indefinitely? No plans of leaving just yet?
Yes, I guess, at least for me, I guess Julia too, right? Because we just start our NGO, so we can't just leave. We have so many plans.
That's good. So you're very, very welcome to stay here in the Philippines.
I'm sure. And what has Caridade accomplished so far? Can you tell us about your project and all of that?
For now, we have a feeding program that we help together with Red Cross with our first event. And also we're helping a center for sexually abused girls, Marillac Hills in Alaban. And we're implementing TESDA course that is like, we'll help the girls to have a future, and it's like cooking course and those stuffs.
And then what we're working on currently, we are working with friends who are also part of Caridade, who actually are
Oh, that's you guys on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
yes. This isn't finalized, but we're working on getting women to make bags out of recycled or old magazines, and we're going to try and sell them to a friend's cafe in the fort.
Wow.
And use them as the carry-out bags. We're developing this right now. It's not set in stone. And then, but in the future, our vision is that we want to be able to also develop livelihood programs to make handbags and bring in a designer and eventually have them out for retail.
So who else has been involved with Caridade, and who do you guys would love to work with in the future?
We have more 3 board members.
Okay.
Those are Fabio Ide, is also a Brazilian model and actor here. Lino Caetano, he's a barangay before. Yes. And Rafi Tesoro. So we're trying to work together and get like the stretch of everybody to get it done. And I guess everybody like that can help us is pretty much welcome.
Yeah, we're always, you know, our friends who are also flying international models, they're always expressing their desire to want to help in any way they can. So, you know, when we go and visit these livelihood programs, we're definitely going to invite them. When we have events, we always are asking them to be our models for that. And so who do we want to work with? Oh, anybody and everybody
Is willing.
Is willing.
So what keeps you passionate, like, to help out? And especially in a country where you're not from, what keeps you passionate and what keeps you wanting to help these people?
I guess it's the
so
the Philippines has given so much to us. It's like we are so blessed here, and we want to give back to this country because, like, we are foreign models and we work so well here. Everybody's so friendly. You wake up and everyone's just smiling in the street. So how can you do not be happy here?
Exactly. Especially when you see it, you know, we live such a blessed life, and when you see it, it's, you know, it's not like, at least for me, even, of course, America has poverty and we have our own issues that we need to work on, but it's not so blatant. And here it's a constant reminder that we are so lucky. So in any way we can.
We are able to help more here.
Yes.
Like we met people that are like more powerful and can help more. We can make a difference.
Right. So, like, I'm sure both of you have been to a lot of different countries. You've done modeling. So what makes the Philippines different?
I think it's the people, they smile. Because it doesn't matter who they are just smiling all the time for you. It's so beautiful.
So you've also done a feeding program, right? Or is that in the works now? Can you tell us?
We've already.
Oh, it's
so
done.
how long has it been going on?
It's modules of 6 months. So I think we've done 2, right? Because our last one has already been completed. So it's working on the second one. And it's just modules of 60 children, I believe.
And you feed them every day for 6 months.
For
Every day.
5 days in a week with one hot meal
and one milk.
Wow. I'm sure that helps a lot. I mean,
that
people don't realize that. I mean, we're all so blessed, but there are also these people that can't even get a meal
Especially
every day.
children, because I mean, everyone says they are the future.
Yes.
Oh, and especially because for mental development,
That's
for
true.
cognitive
Of course.
skills, if you're malnourished, then you're not going to be able to learn at your full capacity.
And for all we know, these kids could be, you know, the next president or
Exactly.
the next doctors, the next generation.
We hope so.
Maybe. So how does your modeling help or affect what you do with Caridade? I mean, have there been any challenges, or do you think modeling helps?
Well, yeah, it brings us, it enables us to meet a lot of different people that can help us in other ways, whether it be, you know, through modeling, we've been able to meet people who are in politics, who already have these livelihood programs, like the people that can introduce us to, you know, like TESDA and Merrillac Hills, and so I think it opens up a lot of doors. Yes.
All right, and maybe let's just explain to our audience, what does Caridade mean?
Caridade is a Portuguese word and means charity. So I guess
basically
just
it.
because I'm Brazilian, and then we decide to call it Caridade.
All right.
So, what do you guys would like to tell the Filipinos? And oh, you can reach out to people that you probably want to work with in the future. So get them involved.
Like, how do you get involved with Caridade? Like, if we want to help out and everything?
Well, there are 2 things. I think for now, one is we have a great arrangement with Privé Luxury Club in the fort.
We would like to thank them so much because they've been helping a lot.
Exactly. A part of the bar sales every Thursday night goes to our charity.
Oh, so every Thursday night you guys have an event.
Yes, exactly.
Would you like to invite our viewers?
Yes,
Please come to
join
Privé.
us on Thursday night. It's models night as well, hence they roped us in, and so lots of pretty people, friendly people. It's a fun night. We have good music, And
Right, so here are a few
yeah.
pictures from Models Night at Privé.
Exactly. So if you guys can come, and if you're out anyway, why don't you spend some time with us, and it'll be going.
At least
to a
have fun
good
for a
cause.
good cause.
Exactly. Exactly. And it really is. It's all I always have fun.
Yes, we've been to Models Night. It's a lot of fun. All right, so like you've already said you help Mariela Kills and the children. So what other causes would you like to be involved with?
In the future, we really want to do this social development. We don't want to give a fish. We want to teach them how to fish. So we want to create jobs. And we would create a business in a community, develop it, market the products, right, and sell it. And the profits comes back to that community in some way.
Oh, so basically you guys want to help alleviate poverty.
Yes, exactly.
By generating employment.
Yes, and then
really
also most social enterprises, yes, it's like, okay, we're creating jobs and, we pay higher than minimum wage or something, but we wouldn't be for profit. So the profits from these bags or whatever, it would be recycled back into community development that these very same workers, the communities that these workers live in, so.
It's really just to help everyone develop.
Yes,
As
right.
people,
We want to make people grow. We want to give the Filipinos opportunity as they gave to us.
Right.
That's very good because most other charities just like to help out like a one-shot deal.
Yeah.
And this one is kind of like more long-term.
Yes, we want to do something sustainable, something that will last long.
Right. So what do you guys think is like the ultimate solution to these causes that you help with? It's definitely.
What a deep question. Is there an answer to that, really?
So I guess, you're kind of doing it already. You're doing sustainable
I
stuff.
think we need to give them the opportunity and teach them how to improve themselves, because I cannot help you if you don't want to be helped, right? So we need to give them the opportunity to grow. And then they will grow all the community, yes.
All right. So what do you guys do when you're not busy with Caridad or modeling?
When are we not busy? Sleep.
Sleep, really?
I also have a business here.
Oh, what is it?
I do trading. So I trade seashells to
Wow.
Brazil. I export. So my time is pretty tight.
You guys are like super women.
Do you guys have time for men? And you have special men in your lives? We can skip over that. All right. So invite our viewers to support Caridad and to go to Privé every Thursday.
Let them know how and
How
where
can they contact you guys?
Ooh, how can you contact us?
On Facebook, we have a Facebook page
there
called
you go.
Caridad Group, and also we have a Twitter.
Twitter.
And you can contact us, yes, through our email. That's appearing in your
In your screen right now.
So everybody take note of that. So you guys might want to get involved with Kare and Julia and Mariana in the
And
future.
also, we are looking for a young, fresh designer that would want to design some kind of bag that would be made out of eco-friendly material like water lilies or recycled denim. This is for the future project we were speaking
That you were
of.
talking about.
Yeah, so if there's a designer out there watching that would want to work
Yes.
with us, please.
Just please do. Just contact Julia and Mariana.
All right. So thank you, Julia and Mariana, for joining us
Thank
here
you.
on
Thank you.
StyleRPA, the only place for real.
Personal
And
and
all
all that
that style.
style. Welcome back to Style RPA. So everything French has always maintained that air of luxury and sophistication, and food is no exception. L'Entrecôte is one of the best examples of authentic French dining. Here with us today is L'Entrecôte's Chef Martin Caspar. Hi, Chef Martin.
Hello.
Welcome
Comment ça
to.
va? Comment ça va?
Très bien, merci.
Welcome to StyleRPA.
Thank you very much.
Tell us what's new in your restaurant, L'Entrecôte.
L'Entrecôte, as you know, we serve authentic French, Swiss French style food. So what we have new is, for instance, we have the golden duck, which was a dish which I did to do in the year 2000 in Switzerland on a food competition. And it's basically what it is. It's foie gras inside, duck foie gras with mushroom around, salted mushroom. And then we wrap the whole thing in filo pastry, and then we bake it in the oven. And so when it comes out, it's piping hot, and inside it's still cold. So it has this nice combination.
It's this one.
All right, so
That's-
this
that's
is
the one
golden
with
duck.
the golden
And
duck.
as I understand, it's an award-winning dish.
It's,
won
yes,
in the year
yes.
2000. All right.
So while you're showing that, now let me pour the elixir of life, which we call wine. I will decant it. So go ahead,
What
please.
kind of wine is this?
It is
This is our house wine, which is a Misterio. It's a Malbec, which comes from Argentina. And what we do with all wines in the restaurant, we always decant the wine, which is very unique.
What does that mean?
Because it brings air back into the wine, so that the wine needs to breathe, so that it can develop the nice bouquet and the flavors. So it's very
becomes
important.
More flavorful.
Exactly,
with
exactly. So we do this basically with all the wines, and it's fun. It's just also a nice thing to do, actually. You
And
know.
it looks really nice.
Yes,
that.
thanks.
So Chef Martin, we're curious, how did you come up with the idea to put up a restaurant?
As I'm in the hotel business for many, many years, I traveled around the world, and came the point when I said to myself, why not do it on my own and stand on my own 2 feet? So I made this decision a couple of years ago, and then my wife is Filipina,
Oh,
so we decided to open the restaurant here in the Philippines. Then we came up with this concept Entrecôte, which is, as you see, that's the main dish of the Entrecôte. Entrecôte means sirloin steak, which is a special cut of the meat.
I remember Chef Martin from Stars of Georgia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you bring old
And,
memories back, yes.
he was also the executive chef, am I right, of the Manila Hotel?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
have a lot of experience.
A lot of experience.
Yes, I did. I'm in the Philippines in almost 17 years,
Wow.
and I did Hyatt, was in Hyatt, yeah, I did Manila Hotel, I opened the Byron, ETSA, the food and beverage side. I came up with that concept, Stars of Georgia, which many people still remember, which was in Pasong Tamo, and it was specialized in Mediterranean cuisine and specializing in lamb, so that was a lot of fun doing that.
all right, so tell us more about your restaurant, L'Entrecôte. I mean, it's in the fort, right? So
That's in the fort.
what's
maybe pass.
L'Entrecôte known for?
Ooh, thank you.
L'Entrecôte, as I said, L'Entrecôte is known for its, we have one main dish, and the L'Entrecôte, it means sirloin steak, special cut of the
So is
of
this
the
your
meat.
specialty?
Yes, this is L'Entrecôte actually started. The whole concept started 1940 in Geneva,
Okay.
and there is one restaurant which only serves one dish,
Okay.
which is this here. So
All
it's
right,
it's
so
Steak
it's
and
sirloin
frites.
steak and
How
frites,
yummy this
and
actually
it's really it's sirloin steak sliced. It comes with this secret kind of herb butter sauce.
Okay.
Nobody knows the recipe, only
Not
me.
wait to dig into that.
So.
And what is the herb that you use?
Okay, the dominant herb is the tarragon inside. Yes, and then there is another 17 ingredients.
And let me tell you, I mean,
17.
people
17.
think that it's good only with steak. Well, I've tried it with chicken, and it's awesome also. So it's really a
It's actually
delicious sauce.
It's the sauce which you can use also even for fish.
Wow.
Lobster goes very nice with
So
it.
do you have plans of putting it in a bottle and selling it in retail?
Eventually, yes, we do.
Wow. I look
should
forward
all
to
look-
We
that.
actually do.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Santé.
We're not yet saying goodbye, but we're just.
Yes, exactly. We're getting it started already.
Really wants to
Saturday night.
It's
So-
Friday, no? So it's the
Yes.
weekend, no? So-
Saturday.
Saturday night.
It's Saturday night.
So anyway, Chef Martin, we heard that you were actually able to cook for a few Filipino presidents. So what did you cook for them, and who did you cook for?
Yeah, I had the privilege of cooking actually for Ramos, for Aquino. Cory Aquino used to like my angel hair spaghetti with smoked salmon.
Sounds
which
good.
was which is a very light dish. I had the pleasure of cooking estrada when I worked in Manila Hotel. I used to come to the champagne room.
All right.
And then the first day, Imelda Marcos came back. Actually, the first day she arrived back from her exile, she came to Champagne Room. So,
Wow.
which was a which was a privilege to have her.
What did she have? Do you still remember?
No, I don't remember. There were so many press people around. I think she had hardly time to really eat. I remember the hotel lobby was full of people. Everybody wanted to see her and greet her. So this was, that was certainly very, very excited. But then I cooked for, I had some other. I cooked for Bill Clinton,
Wow.
head of state. I cooked for most of the head of states from Asia. Because Manila Hotel at that time, we were in charge of heading all the state function in Malacanang. So those were certainly a highlight in my career. So
So as you can see, Chef Martin is a very high caliber chef. So we're
Very
very privileged to
accomplished.
have him today.
Tell us what we have here. Like I know this is a pisaladia.
yes, the pissaladière is basically it's a French style of pizza, but without tomato and without cheese.
Are
So
we
what-
allowed to know what's in it?
Yes.
Maybe we can show it there.
Yes.
What is in it is it's smothered onions. So you really you cook the onions really
Would you
up.
like to have some?
You want to try?
Maybe a little later.
So it's
But it looks really good.
smothered onions, which is till it's caramelized and becomes sweet. And on top we have some anchovy, which gives you the saltness,
Okay.
and a little bit some black olive.
So
and
it's
that's
sweet
crisp
and
after.
salty, nice
Yes.
and crispy.
So, and then next to it we have
Salad.
a salad, which we call Adles salad. It's also another version of salad niçoise.
Okay.
People love it, especially ladies love it for lunch because it's a
enough.
very light salad.
And there's no bad carbs.
No, there's not
So
at
we know
all.
what to eat now, Amanda.
So
Oh my
it's
gosh.
really it has everything is à la minute done. There's a soft boiled egg. We have zucchini inside, some
Wow.
baked potato. We have a nice lemon
So it's
herb
very
vinaigrette.
healthy.
It's very healthy
So
salad.
for those of you on a diet, you can come and get this from L'Entrecôte. I, on the other hand, prefer meat.
Okay, so we can have this. We can both dig into this.
Exactly.
All right, so we're curious, Chef Martin, what makes French cuisine French? So what sets it apart from other kinds of food? Like, is there a certain...
I would say French
ingredient?
cuisine. No, there's a certain how you approach the food, what you do with the
Okay.
food. French food always tries to bring the best out of each product.
Okay.
A good chef looks at the product and then he invents the dish.
Okay.
It's not the other way around. Then as well is to respect the product, which is
Okay.
very important. You respect the potato. You respect what you can do. You cannot do everything out of a potato, so you respect it. The same thing with fish and how it's cooked, and so it's really also how you treat the food. French, they love their food, no? Like the Swiss as well. We like to indulge.
So French food
like
is kind of...
Filipino, no? They,
Yeah.
breakfast, merienda,
Yeah.
lunch, merienda,
We love to
merienda,
eat.
merienda.
But
That
there's
is so
dinner,
true.
and then
But it's
late night snack.
perfect because now there's a new diet that you should have 5-6 meals a day, but only as big as your fist.
Yes.
So perfect.
That doesn't seem so easy still.
More people now can go to L'Entrecôte.
I'll probably have that much of meals in a day, but it's definitely not just going to be as big as
your
mine.
Exactly. So what is it about the food from L'Entrecôte that makes it authentic French dining?
Because we take the product as well, and we really try to do the best out of it. Like for instance, the product we have here, it's the duck liver, which we marinate.
There's
with
the
some,
foie gras.
Yes, which we marinate with some liquors and then some rock salt and some pepper, marinated for 24 hours, and then we poach
You
it.
should try that.
And this is really
so we
something
can talk about it.
something really very unique. And as
They're showing the picture of the golden duck
Yes.
now.
the foie gras, which is really a delicacy. And
And the
it's-
pasta with the salmon roe.
yeah. So
I
what
think-
we do is usually I add a little bit of this apricot
Yes.
marmalade.
I think Ria should try this because
All
Philip
right.
and I have been to
I'm so
L'Entrecôte
game.
a lot of times.
Yes.
We're L'Entrecôte fans.
We love L'Entrecôte.
So what is also now actually with the foie gras we're
Oh, good.
coming up with some new dishes with foie gras, because foie gras is really something. It's a very exquisite. There's no other taste like foie gras. I mean, foie gras is nice,
Yes.
hazelnutty, smooth
Yes.
taste in your mouth. There's nothing
Fatty.
better. Fatty, you know.
There's like buttery and smoky.
You know,
That's
it's
the
actually
best
it's
taste.
paradox because actually it's good fat. It's
Okay.
actually good for your body. You don't eat it in abundance. I mean, you should not really buy kilos, you know. But if you the people in France who live near the area where they produce the duck, which is the south and up in Alsace, their life expectation is actually a little bit longer. Which is paradox actually.
Is it not the wine?
It might help. It might
They
help.
say that the wine takes the fats from whatever it is that you eat. And
The French say
Sounds
a
good
glass
to
of
me.
wine is always good, no?
yeah,
Every day a
with
glass
meal,
of wine.
with a meal. Yes,
With a
a
meal.
glass with a meal.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
So
yes.
what are your best sellers and what are your personal favorites in your menu?
The best seller is certainly the entrecote steak with the secret herb butter sauce, because it comes with fresh fries. The fresh fries are as much as you can eat, so it's unlimited fresh fries.
Unlimited fries. Filipinos love that. Unlimited.
It's
They
a
like
lot of
unlimited.
carbs.
I'd have to admit that is my favorite kind of comfort food. I mean,
Yes.
oh.
And that's
But
the whole
you have
thing.
not tasted fries until you tasted L'Entrecôte's
That's
fries. They are it's authentic, real potatoes that they
yes,
use.
it's fresh, so it's twice fried, which is very important.
It's one of my favorite restaurants, not only because of the food, but because the chef is friendly and he really knows what he's doing. When he
Yes.
comes out and
Thank
he
you.
talks to his guests. But you know, the service, the servers are so well trained. They really know what they're doing. They respect there's respect for some privacy, you know, and they know when to talk to you and when to, you know.
Yes, and it's
back
casual dining, but since the servers are also nice, and of course you, Chef Martin, it feels like fine dining, and of course the food is very delicious.
Oh, and the bread. Okay,
The bread.
do you remember the
we
bread?
love the bread because
You
they
have to
make
go
it
for the
fresh.
bread.
They make it fresh every day. The bread is delicious.
Yes,
Bread
it comes
is delicious.
piping hot out of the oven, which is.
So-
But that's all what's entrecote it's about. It's really about it's unique, it's small, it's nice to hear that the nice comments. It's really that's what we try to be. It's not a fine dining. It's more, I would say, where you come casual.
Comfortable
but
dining.
you're comfortable. You come in your shorts. Even we have people in shorts. Sometimes they come, in, which is fine. Which as long as you come and you feel good and you leave and you say, "Oh, that was a nice, good meal," and it's comfort meal. It's not fine dining. It's not chicky-micky. It's the product speaks for itself. What is very important for in my cuisine and my cooking style. I do not like to have in the refrigerator hundreds of different kinds of dishes, and then you need to cool them down, you need to freeze them. What we do is fresh. It's really freshly done every day.
Certainly tastes that way.
And
so.
eventually
We should bring Ria. Ria's the only one who hasn't tried your restaurant.
Well, she's gonna try everything
Well,
now.
yes,
I'm sure
I have today.
Amanda remembers the desserts, which
Yes, which I mean, it's ice cream, so we couldn't bring it here today, but it's a L'Entrecôte tower. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
It's the tower.
So to see it, check out StyleRPA.com, the
ice
food
cream and
section.
meringue, yeah,
Yes,
that
it's
Amanda
very
wrote
good.
about.
And so you also mentioned before that you have quite a small menu, right? So
Yes.
is there a reason for this?
Like I said, the reason is really that we maintain our freshness. We also will add always a little bit new dishes, but it's very important that what we cook, we don't keep a long time in the chiller. We like to cook it fresh, serve it fresh to the customers, so that you as a customer, you get value for money. You know that it's fresh. You know it's not in the freezer standing there for what, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. So you really get quality for your money. So that's really what we like to stand for and what we are proud of actually.
All right, so invite all our viewers to come to L'Entrecôte.
Please do come to Entrecote at Burgos Circle at Forbes Town Center in the Global City.
Yes.
We open 7 days a week. We never close.
For the lunch and dinner?
Lunch and dinner, yes, even in
right.
the afternoon. So
So follow them also on Twitter. So
At L'Entrecôte Man.
Yes.
And check out
the
their
spelling, L'Entrecôte Man.
all right, so
Yes.
check it out their website, l'entrecôtemanila.com.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you
Chef
very
Martin,
much.
Thank you
for
so
being
much,
on the
Chef
show today. And
Martin.
we'd also like to thank our guests earlier.
Mitty of Earth Day Jam,
Yes.
and Mariana and Julia of Caridade, and of course you again,
Chef
Chef
Martin.
Martin. So we'd also like to thank for our hair and makeup the lovely Edgar Soriano, and for our clothes, Zara
Zara,
Greenbelt.
thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
Zara.
much.
We
So
love you.
watch us here again next Saturday night, the only place for real
Personal.
and all that style. Cheers.